Hello everybody, here I got the C7 Corvette. So I just recently replaced the steer tires, and I also had the alignment changed. So I was noticing that the vehicle was kind of getting slow to start, so it felt weak. So I checked the battery, and even though the tester said good on recharge, I just didn't trust that result because of how the car was starting. And also the vehicle had been running for a while, so the battery should have been up to full charge. So it's not really meant to be a tutorial, but kind of show a bit of the things that's involved. So basically, got this cover off, then we got the hold downs, the battery terminals, and I also unbolted this three nuts for the fuses, and then we got our little air vent over here that plugs into it to vent out the gases. So I use what's called a memory saver. Keeps vehicle power while I have the battery disconnected, plugged it into the data link connector. So it's a good idea to keep the settings saved. That way there's no resets that I'll have to do after replacing the battery. So it's got this clips there, and clips here. And see, I like how this one has the handles, because that was definitely the tricky part on this, is getting that battery out of there. So it looks like the same fitment. This one's got a little bit more cold cranking up, 680. This one's 565. Alrighty, let's not forget the little vent, which that's one thing I didn't mention. This is to vent out the gases. So alrighty, got the vent in there. Let's clip this thing back on. Now to get my connections back. So yep, this one's a little bit tricky to do this car, just because of all the connections. So there's been only a few times that I've had to let the car sit, just because of the other vehicles that I got. And one thing I do is I keep it on the battery tender. Keeps the battery voltage maintained. I know it says Maserati. This is the one that my Maserati came with, but it's still kind of like a universal thing. There's 3-phase and 4-phase. This one's a 4-phase charger. It's low amperage, 3.3 amps. So that's one thing I do if I ever have to let it sit, is keep that voltage maintained, because that helps out to have the longest lifespan on the batteries.